Hey you, I'm celebrity menswear stylist Ashley Weston, joined by my husband and partner Dorian.
Hello everybody.
Today's topics, this is kind of more geared obviously towards those of you that are over the age of 40. Most of our style tips throughout all of our videos that we've put out are applicable towards
100%.
any age group at all.
And it's funny, Ash, because we just got an email about this, but it's pretty regular actually. I got it earlier, I saw it earlier today. Your channel's great. I'm 45 years old, but I worry I'm gonna look like I'm trying too hard or dressing too young. I understand why we get that question, so I thought it would be a great idea to finally do this video and tell guys exactly what they should or shouldn't be doing while they're over 40 and how to dress well.
And the first point, which may seem very obvious, but it is that important for me to reiterate, and that is to make sure that you dress your age. The older you get, the more important it is to dress appropriately.
There's nothing sadder than an older guy trying to look cool and hip and young and be like, oh, this was really cool. I loved this when I was younger. And it's like, maybe not. When you're 40-ish, I'm around there. It's not time to be like an elder statesman, but it's time to start thinking that way, I guess is the best way to describe it, and have that kind of imbued in your outward appearance a little bit. But it's time to class it up a little more.
Yep.
You can dress a little classier than most people. No one expects an 18-year-old to walk around in polo shirts, fully fitted, like nice leather shoes, blazer, and all that kind of stuff. But for you, that is a little more expected, or it's more appropriate and appreciated when you see it.
Yes.
Because the inverse of that is watching guys walking around in their Big Johnson shirts and big old baggy shorts when they're 40 years old, and you go, oh my God.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It sounds like a really stupid point, but it's definitely a mentality. You need to start thinking, I'm 40 years old, I should be dressing appropriately for my age, and everything we're about to talk about obviously goes into those details, but we need to say that.
So some specific pieces that I wanted to talk about that are great for men over 40 are suede bomber jackets, wool or cashmere blend sport coats, chinos, dress shoes, dress boots. I mean, a really easy way if you want to dress up, say your sport coat, is to pair it with a collared shirt and some wool trousers or some chino pants. Or if you want to dress it down, then you can add a crew neck sweater underneath your blazer, dark wash jeans, and a pair of sneakers. I mean, you want to go kind of with more of the classic pieces and softer fabrics like suede and wool.
I would even say more luxe fabrics tend to look better on older men than they do on younger guys.
And the next point to stick with, if you are 40 and over, is to make sure that you go with timeless, classic pieces. Anything trendy you want to leave to the younger guys out there.
Yep, all the stuff you see on Instagram about all those cool new items coming out, probably not going to be for you unless it's small, measured little steps. So polo shirts, crew neck sweaters, V-neck sweaters, Oxford shoes, dress shoes in general. Sport coats. Suits, it depends on where you live, what the occasion is, all that kind of stuff. You can give or take that. A lot of guys will be like, so I need to wear a suit every day? No, obviously. But you need to start basically, and this goes into our next point, Ash, which is classing it up. And when we say that, you can easily do that with classic timeless pieces, but classing it up basically means when people are probably gonna dress about here, you can dress a little here and it's much more appropriate. As you get older, you start to become more distinguished, we'll call it. And that should be imbued in your appearance, I think. So like when people are going out wearing t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops, you're wearing polo shirts, maybe dark wash denim, maybe a pair of boat shoes or loafers or something like that, or chino pants, stuff like that. That's the level you float at because while you're older, you understand that your appearance is important and that you need to class it up and look a little better than the average guy.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how sexy it is when an older man dresses well, but also a little bit dressier than most men would.
They're classier, honestly. And so that's what it comes down to. So class it up a little bit more and that'll go a long way. So guys, before we get into the next point, what do these guys need to do?
Okay. If you've been enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video.
Definitely. And Ash, the last point is
nail the fit. This is key, especially when you're older, but I would argue key for everyone.
It's pretty key for everybody. But as you get older, as you turn into more of a distinguished gentleman, a little more established in your life, you better do this or it looks even worse. A younger guy you can excuse and be like, oh, he's just young and doesn't know.
Yeah.
A 40-year-old, you go, okay, why is he deficient? Like, why does he look like crap, basically?
And I would say a lot of older men tend to wear clothing that it's 1 to 2 sizes too big, and
there's a reason.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
know
they
why.
just want to hide their problem areas, or it's to be expected because all like the other men around them in their age group are wearing these baggy clothes.
They don't want to stick out. They don't want to look too
Yeah.
young. They think if they're wearing fitted clothing, it makes them look like they're trying too hard. I can tell you right now, look at older gentlemen that you like flip through a style book or go online like older men fashion or something like that. Look at the fits they're wearing. They're not big, baggy, one size fits all, especially if you look at European fit guys. They're usually not large, but there's some large guys that are still wearing fitted clothing because that's what looks good.
Yes, when you need to wear tailored clothing.
Yes.
Please.
That doesn't mean skin tight.
No,
that's
absolutely
that's a
not.
huge mistake a
No.
lot of older guys think
Nope.
too.
Please do not wear baggy clothes or too tight clothing because it just does not complement your body frame. It does you a huge disservice.
Huge.
And I will say there is nothing sexier to a woman, to anyone out there, than a distinguished gentleman in well-fitted, classic, timeless outfits.
And we're saying distinguished, and I think the connotation there feels like older.
No,
When you're
Doran's almost 40.
when
and
you're
he's
when
not
you're
40.
when you're 40, to me, that's barely mid-age at most.
Exactly.
So it's not like, okay, grandpa.
No, we're not calling
No.
anyone grandpa.
Classy,
Because they're still young.
prime of your life, kind of hitting your stride, distinguished is what we're talking about. Elder statesman, grandpa style. We'll get into that in 20, 30 years from now. But right now, it's look like you got your shit together, basically. That's what we're talking about. This is the culmination of all your years of experience and how you should look and imbue that image to the world. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye.